Alright, let's go. So I'm the guest against Pena. Okay. Well, so we're playing a classical game. So Pena has provided one of the pies which was pretty popular for quite some time in the early days of Tumbleweed. And it makes sense because Pena, he joined the Tumbleweed community at a very early time. So at this particular pie, for instance, I think because Red's line of sights are not disrupted at all by White, I have no trouble just swapping and taking Red here and playing the line attack. Let's see how it goes. The idea with the line attack, for those of you who don't know, for a long time, Red's first move was to get out from underneath the neutral and gain more lines of sight. But when Red did this, then Red had trouble often to prevent the triangle move that White wants to play. For instance, here would be on L11. So White wants to make a big triangle, probably. And so to prevent White's triangle, Red started playing along this line to really control this part of the board strongly, just this part. And then from here, expand outward, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So now White's line of sight is blocked, so if White wants to play here, it's only a 1 stack, not a 2 stack. So the idea is to play multiple pieces in the same line, and okay. So now White's played to this side, and probably I can start thinking about how I can try to disrupt the link between these two stones. Because if I play here, for instance, or it might be better to play away and try to play where White has less influence. It's safe to assume that that White might try to expand on h7 at some point. I think if I play here, then I have the potential to play on d9 eventually. So I'll do it. If I play on d9 directly, then it actually will put an attack on d11 unless White plays h11. So he might do that. This feels like an old school game of Tumbleweed already. I like it. Okay, so he blocks. But can I still attack this stone? And if I can attack, does it matter? Is it nice? This is putting a line of sight on I9, but I shouldn't worry about that. It would be nice to play a stack here. Probably expanding all the way up here is not a bad idea because I can play, after k4, I can play a 2 stack anywhere along this line. I don't see too much difference between these two other than the fact that if I play on k5, I have more lines of sight emerging from k5. Because I can still play I3. I think I'll do it. The only problem is, if I play k5 and he plays j3 and I play I3 and he attacks on I2, then the shield options that I have are not so great. But if I play on k4, then j3 will die if he plays. Maybe I'll do this more tactically safe move. When Red is allowed to play the line attack, I think it's quite easy for Red to gain a little bit of the upper hand. Gaining a little bit of the upper hand does not by any means mean that there's a clear-cut road to victory in any situation. I mean, it quickly becomes really complicated in every game. For instance, White has so many different ways to invade into what might be reasonably called my red zone, or attack this. Okay, I think I want to do it. I think a move like f11 it's a hot spot, right? Both players want to be able to control that place. We're both kind of looking to expand in that area. I mean, this is rather small, but it's contested. We need to get somehow underneath White, probably. Move like b4, b2. Okay. I wonder if this does anything nice. Or whether I should play first ahead. But this move is... Yeah, the thing is, this move is Sente, the others are not. I think it's pretty valuable to be able to play behind, just to have that stack there. And it makes a stack like g4 even more scary. Probably he'll do it more playing in a line. But the fact that even though he'll, strengthen this wall, the fact that I have one piece behind here is already pretty important, I think. Okay, so he does the same kind of thing. I would tend to agree with his logic. I think a cut here or a cut here makes a lot of sense. Probably a cut here is stronger than a cut here. A cut here is stronger. He can attack it, but I can shield. And not both of these can't. I mean, I think the long-term benefit I get from cutting 2-1 stacks with a 2-stack will be worth the short-term annoyance of him being able to levy some Sente moves against me, like K10 as a 2-stack for him, so he can instantly put a third line aside. I can block with the shield here on K9. He can play on H6, but I can block with the shield on I6 if I need to, or it's a 3-stack, It'd be a 1-stack for him. He can play on G6, but I can play again this 3-stack, or just N9, another 3-stack. I guess a forward-facing 3-stack is probably more important than a backward-facing 3-stack, if I consider this to be like my area of influence or my zone. But yeah, and he can try to do some pinwheel attack where he keeps attacking, like he attacks on K10, I shield on K9, he attacks on G6, I shield on H6, but eventually that will run out and, okay, I can't shield on H6, but I6. Okay. I think this move is clearly, so what I want to do is loosen up, with this 2-stack, loosen up any impending danger from K6 by attacking its attacker, H3. Secondly, preventing his cut, because he could play it here, actually, and it would be a 2-stack for him. It's a 2-stack for me. But this is a 2-stack that comes with a threat of its own. Now, yeah. I don't think I have a way to really make it so that shielding is impossible. Well, actually, technically I might. This one? But we don't really expect him to die on H3 because he's got 2 friendly lines aside and I'm not cutting anything. This is a sensing move to allow me to get lines of sight on N10. He might play a shield on J5. And if he does that, then I think I can continue the attack like K10, for instance. Oh, wait, this is an attack. This is a double attack. So this will die down, right? I think this is super worth it. Super worth it. I didn't even see that was a double attack. Okay. Well, in that case, the game gets a little bit easier for me. I can make 3-stack here. He can make a 2-stack. I could just continue to capture. I don't think these moves are like are worthless. I really do think they mean a lot. Capturing moves. I think they really weaken the enemy network overall. Even if it looks like it's just in the middle of my zone. I feel like the earlier a capture happens, the more valuable the capture is. With many, many, many exceptions. I mean, there's a lot of sacrifices which are specifically designed to slow people down. Okay, getting a 3-stack here is not nice for me to see. I wonder if I can not worry about it so much. I think it's time for me to continue onward. Onward and upward. What's the next big target, huh? This one's still weak, right? Oh my lord. That looks amazing. It doesn't look that amazing, I don't know, but okay, maybe I need to actually try to like discipline his invasion. You know, not try to outright kill it, but just make him work a little bit to live. This is a 5-stack, oh my lord. It'd be kind of cool to be able to capture this, but I don't see any nice way to do it because this one doesn't actually work. Dung gung gong. What if I do it anyway? He can put a 3-stack to shield, you know? But if he does that, oh, actually, if he does that, that is pretty scary for me. Damn. Yeah, he does that. Okay, it's fine. I think I actually need to play along because now I only have 1, 2 lines of sight, and he has 3 lines of sight on this stack. So I need to make a shield. I don't know what kind of shield to make. But I obviously don't want to lose this stack, that's for sure. This is kind of cool because it puts a line of sight on his piece on D3, which is not it's not super vulnerable, but it could be in the future. It's kind of isolated, you know. And moves like this don't really have their own threat. But then again, I don't want him to play. Maybe I'll do the 3-stack. So he can always play h1 and capture my I2. So that was my mistake for not realizing that his defense would be Sente against I9. Because if I would have realized that, I probably wouldn't have forced him to do it. If I would have realized that, I'd be stuck defending. But it's okay, because here now we've got this extra line of sight into behind his fence. It's nice, because now if he blocks one, I can put something along the other, and both of them interact with B4. We can 2-stack here, 2-stack here, 2-stack here. That's nice. Right, so he wants this one. That's fine. You can do that. And I'm wondering about whether I should force him to capture now, or just worry about something else more bigger. I bet if I force him to capture now, he'll just capture it. Is this cut nice? This cut's not bad, that's for sure. It would be better after a preparatory move like this. Oh, this has 1, 2 lines of sight. So do I have any moves against this one? Interesting. This move looks like it just... Oh, wow. This move is interesting because he has to defend on d9, and then I get to play this move here, 3-stack. It just looks like it strongly breaks apart this. 1, 2. This move is Sente against this one, but I don't know if he'll care so much. But I could just directly break it too. And actually this threatens to capture the neutral, which I kind of want to do, to be honest. I kind of want to do that. Maybe I threatened it, maybe I just solidify here a little bit. Force him to capture. Trust that he captures. Come on. Fall for it. Fall for it. You can do it. You can fall for it. I believe in you. Come on. It's important. I'm going to capture your 3-stack. He's not going to fall for it. He's thinking. It means I gave him Sente. Oh, he captured. Wonderful. All right. So now this whole part over here looks like a lot more solid for some reason. So when I play a move like this, I want to do this 1-stack into a 3-stack. Looks awesome. It looks just positively awesome. Because this one is not attacked at all. There's no Sente moves off here. This one, I can actually do some attacks, which would be crazy. Could I play a move like this in Sente? And if I play F11, he plays F13, and it's just not nice. C10 looks so nasty. And he'll play a move like H11, though. Or he'll block this. Oh my god, it's so difficult for me to figure out what to do here. I really like all of these ideas. C10, A6. If he blocks along this line of sight or this line of sight, then that kind of nullifies the threat that I might have had against D11. It's fine. It's fine. It's not such a big deal. Now, can I play against this line of sight? I really like this move. I don't know why. It's just not Sente. For some reason I have some kind of weird anti-non-Sente move. Dung dung dung. I still want to play it here. I mean, against this thing, but I can't really. Oh, whoa, what? Does this work? Does this force him to play a 2-stack here? Okay, I mean, probably he would do that, right? And if he did that, he'd do that here. And I had this one there. Could I continue to do annoying moves? Not really. I want to just start attacking a little bit. Oh, I've wanted to play this move for a while. I think I'll just do it. So this is a kind of a move. It's more of a strategic move. It's not having any direct threat, but it's reducing his connectivity and focusing on a piece which appears to be relatively lonely, yet relatively highly connected. I mean, before this, it had 2 lines of sight to friendly stacks. So higher even than its value, meaning effort was put in to, to connect this stack further. So I can put in effort to disconnect it because, okay, ooh, yeah, right. Okay. So he wants to play here, and I think that if I let him play a lot of moves in here, then my stones will become under attack for sure. But I think I can play at least one more move without worrying so much about it. Or I can do something kind of looking both ways. Oh, was I thinking about the neutral at one point? Well, that's just great. Ding dong. Yeah. Interesting. It's really interesting. I don't know if I can do it, but I can't capture it. But I would be able to capture it, but then he'll play here. It looks like a strong move from him to play here. But then again, I will still be able to cut it like. I think this move's looking both ways, which is nice. It's looking at multiple things. It's disconnecting this one. Pretty important to disconnect because we expect to we need to get territory here at this point in the game. Right, he played there. Okay. And now comes this one. So now if I have 3 lines of sight on this 3-stack, then what's pretty cool about that is I can probably really threaten the 3-stack. Play forcing moves against the 3-stack. Oh my god, this H4. I didn't even realize how dangerously close. I mean, he could have had an attack on it. Luckily, he does not. But I'm wondering, what else am I missing now? So I put my pieces like in this position because I thought it would be very strong and powerful position. So like this, I think this exchange here is pretty good for me because he captured some stack in the corner, and I just got to kind of have influence around a lot of the board, and like I control about the same area. Okay, he wants to make some some attacks on this thing. Don't really think I want to let that happen. Because it looks like this is the only purpose of this move really is to attack this one. So, and these two are uncapturable adjacent stacks, and reinforcing looks just annoying to me. I don't want to reinforce. So playing a 2-stack here, a 3-stack here. They both open up a brand new line of sight. I'll do this. I like the idea of playing strong stacks this game. And this makes this link redundant. So if one side of the link gets cut, then the other link will remain. So can he do blocking? He probably cannot make a 3-stack here. And he can make a 2-stack here. So, okay. So he spends a move to do that. I think I want to take the opportunity to oh, hang on, wait a minute. Oh, wow. Okay, wait, oh, he wants to do a kind of a, you know what, screw it. I'll capture. Worth it. Worth it. Maybe he'll get more territory than me, but I don't know. I think the less of his stacks on the board exist, the less lines of sight that he has on my pieces. So the harder it should be for him to attack me. This is my idea. And as long as I'm already kind of generally spread out throughout the board, I don't fear getting blocked out. Okay, so he has this one. So it's not really attacking this. So I can do a 2-stack here or 2-stack here. This is the ideas. If I do this, then he'll immediately probably attack the other one. But, yeah, because this one has less. It's interesting. What if I now play along this line of sight and say, you know what, you can have that. Okay, but the move he just played, maybe I can let him attack this while I go and kill this one. I do like the idea of playing along this line of sight. Oh my god, whoa. No, this one gets answered the same way. No, because it's not a sensei move. Nothing really cool up here. I really like the way this. Oh, I was gonna do that, but I didn't. And yeah, I want a shield somewhere though. That's for sure. Although I could just do this and say, you know what, have it. I don't really want to do that either. I think I'll take this one. Will he? Because he has one line of sight on it. I think I'll give up the A6 stack eventually, but capture C6. And I think that's probably still going to be a good trade for me. He gets a 1-stack, but I get it to capture a 2-stack. He gets something on the edge, but I get something a little bit closer to the center. Positionally speaking, I think it's not bad. Also, I like the idea that that I could potentially play a nice 3-stack here, or a nice potentially 2-stack here. I like the fact that this looks down along this line of sight, basically. I do need to start probably focusing back again on the bottom side because I feel weaker than before down on this side. Spent a lot of, yeah, exactly. He sees it too. So you then have, now once again we're focused on this piece. We're concerned with the defense of this piece. And the question is, can I play a shield and Sente? I do like this move. It does kind of a little bit put the hurt on this one. And if I just make a mesh, like a small 1-space mesh along this bottom, probably be pretty hard for him to do any serious damage. I mean, okay, so I've got attack coming. I think this looks good enough. You're not seeing anything else here. Oh, is this what it's all about? G4? Jesus Christ, really? No, that was not part of the plan. Oh, wait. Okay, interesting. It's getting a little crazy here, gotta admit. I think I eventually have to give up something for sure. This stack is pretty irrelevant, I'd say. So we can probably ignore that attack and just focus on this one. Here we get the neutral, and we get this one. He can have this 2 stack, and then I can just immediately... I don't even know if I need to do anything. Like, after that, this 1 stack still only has 1 line of sight on it. I still control all these squares. So... what's going on? But we didn't block this, right? Okay. Do I care what's going on here? Do I want to capture this one? Do I need to do anything here? He can make a 3 stack, 3 stack. Maybe I should do something like this. Oh man, this 3 stack looks interesting. I mean, it sets up this one being a serious attack. Oh, this is also interesting. Do I care about the neutral enough? Oh, sorry, about this part enough? I feel like I don't care about that. Let's take the neutral. Now he has to defend this one. I think if he loses the stack, it's gonna start, the whole board start looking very red. Okay, so he wants that one. Okay. Okay. The thing is, if I capture, if I defend here, then he still gets this one. So I don't know if it's worth to. I think I'll just capture this and start doing kind of a hit piece where I go boom, 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 and then attack this way, and let him take these little ones. He'll probably defend this with the boost deck, but I can actually attack it again with E8. He's trying to live now, or is he trying to kill me? I don't see any threats. I don't see any threats. Okay. The instability. The instability.